Good morning. Good morning. Happy day to you all. Hi, this is Sunshine, and I'm the creator of the ABCube method for solving Rubik's Cubes. I'm ABCube tutor, and this is that. Thank you for joining me. I'm sorry, I apologize that I missed last evening's stream. I was I was with a friend shopping for wedding dresses. So that was much more work than I had remembered. Good morning. Yesterday I did this, and today I'll finish this off. But I'm happy to just pause and demonstrate or explain or teach. This is I believe the ABCube method is either the most recent or one of the most recent distinct formulas to come out. I published it online in 2020 during COVID, and it works on every complexity Rubik's Cube with just 4 moves and 8 moves, and then just you apply that. You just select the cube you apply the formula to, and then you select, and it lands and it's where it wants to be, and you keep going. Just pick a piece and move it. Formula A brings a piece to the top, formula B moves 3 pieces around, and that's all you ever need to do. It works on every complexity Rubik's Cube, every complexity Minx. I think this is the Mega Minx, this is the Giga Minx, and this is the, I don't remember. I don't know my metric. But good morning. It's beautiful out there. It's a beautiful day. I do have, okay, this is my icon. I created it. I love it. It's very pretty. It is just it is a flower pattern that is created like that is what it looks on my little icon right there. It's just created with 2 formula A's done with an overlapping pattern. So the first one is this corner, or this cube, these 4 cubes. The second one is these 4 cubes, and you get a little flower pattern. Okay, so this one, there's an order of operation for Minxes that does not exist on the cubes. It's still formula A and formula B, but if you're working on the parts of the star arms or the star tips, if you're working on the parts of the star, then your 2 columns are still where that one begins and where it's going to end up. But if one of the 2 columns that you're using is the center column, you're going to have ancillary movement on the non-star pieces. So it does not just move just 3 pieces as everything else does. It moves 3 plus the adjoining non-cube piece, non-star pieces as well. So if you do the corners and edges first, and then do your star pieces, you will have to redo any pieces you've already placed. So in my opinion, so I do the star pieces first, and then the non-star pieces, because they both use formula A and formula B, but the star pieces have ancillary movement, whereas the non-star pieces do not. Same thing talked about the cube. The cube does not have any order of operations. I mean, I do corners, then edges, then centers, simply because it helps me see what I'm doing. The edges being done keeps track of which columns I'm on if I get confused or distracted. Also, if there's a parity, it's going to show up on the corners or the edges. A parity is a lie. Parity is when there's 2 pieces and only 2 pieces on a layer that need to switch. And if there's 1 piece to move, there's always 3 pieces to move. And formula B moves those 3 pieces. If you only see 2 pieces, the 3rd piece you do not see is the 3rd piece that you do not see. It's the line, it's the row that touches the parity is 1/4 turn off. And you make a 1/4 turn on affecting that parity, and now that parity has disappeared, and you have 3 or more that you can turn. Set your pieces in that orientation, and the parity has poof disappeared. So you don't have to memorize parity algorithms. You can if you want to, and they're fun, but they're not fun for me. So when I teach, I just teach formula A, formula B, and every complexity cube can be solved with just those. Bring me your non-cuber friends if they wanna, and if you wanna, and I can teach this. If your non-cuber friends don't want to put in the time and effort that you've put in, don't want to spend the months memorizing all of the different algorithms and which order to use the algorithm and which algorithm does what. If they're like, just tell me the secret so I can solve the cube. Not really interested in speed. This is the secret. Bring them here. This is that. It is not a speed cubing method. It is not a fewest moves method, but I believe it's the easiest one to teach and the easiest one to learn. So, and then once you know that you can pick up any cube and put it down solved, then you're more free to try other algorithms, other patterns, other methods, because you can always just well, you can always put it down solved and try again. It's easier to see what the algorithms do if you start from a solved space. So I do the edge pieces, star pieces first, except for in the center. I do the center star pieces first, then I do the other center pieces, then I do the star tips and corners, and then I do layer by layer the edge pieces. And so I've got the white done. I'm working on the white sides now, which is the edge pieces with double bold. I categorize the colors as white plus bold, and white surrounds bold. White is surrounded by bold. I know words, I do, I just don't use them properly. And gray is surrounded by pastels. So I'm looking for a piece on the top that has a double bold that I can then place. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are all single bold. So then I checked out the sides. Alright, so I'm looking for pieces along the equator then. Okay, here's a purple and green, but it wants to be over here. I suppose I can place it to here and then down. So the first thing I want to do is I want to land it to the side. I want to land it over here. 3 pieces, always 3 pieces move. You know what? Let's not be complicated with it. Let's just offset it, the orange, and do a formula B to move this to the top where I can work with it easier. Okay, so if there is a color on top, a piece on top that you want to move down, I will offset the gray. I rotate the top so that this green and purple is above the green and purple sides, like so. And then I will either bring it forward and then in, or I will slide it down so that it matches the center, and then it's going in this direction. So 3 pieces, and always 3 pieces move, and so these are the 3 pieces that are going to move. I'm going to use these treat those as one piece while I can. I might have to separate them later, but for right now I'll leave them alone. Okay, so put this piece there. Here's the other piece, and it wants to land here, so set the top. I will do formula B to apply to this piece, these 3 pieces, and this will come forward. So first column, second column. Slide up, slide down, and we'll place anything that is convenient first. Okay, so here's a green and here's a purple and green. It wants to land here, but I don't want to mess up this piece. So I'm going to bring it to the top. I'll do that by displacing it later. what am I doing? There's more looking involved in this piece. So it's harder to teach on the big pieces because there's just more things that you're doing. So how is everybody? Everybody have any fun plans for the weekend? Is everybody happy? What did I do? I did it. I did a thing. I did a thing. How did I offset? There. I had to offset my blue. Nope. Alright, I messed up my centers. That's okay, because now I can show you how I did them. Okay, so this first is the white, then is the second layer. Okay, and so the perimeter star tips are done. It's just that I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have misplaced this one. So it's over here, and I will bring it back down. First row, first column, second column, and that will place the star piece. Okay, so that layer's done. This one is correct, or these two are correct. So these three need to be moved. This one's going to go over here. So these three are going to move. Okay. And so everything's in the right place. Two of them need to be flipped. So these two need to be flipped. I'm going to flip these two and then these two. So I offset the left, I offset the pink so that I can work with these three pieces. And then I'm going to bring it around and offset it again and work with those three pieces again going the other direction. So everything's going to stay where it is, but two pieces are going to flip. So up, up, down, down, reset the pink and set it again, and these three pieces, up, up, down. It's the hardest part of solving is getting everything lined up, and then reset. So these, okay, so now these two pieces need to flip. Slide up, slide down, reset. This is the piece I'm working with, and then do it the same thing in the other direction. So I did one to the left and I do one to the right, and everything stays where it is, but two pieces are flipped. Ta-da! Now I can go back to solving my edge pieces. This piece wants to go, oops, that's the thing. Sorry. All right. Look for, here's a piece. It wants to go, I'll align it to the center, and it's going to come down in this direction. This piece wants to come up, so I'll move both of them. Up, up, down, down, and then reset. This piece let's see, anything on top. Here's purple and yellow. Bring it above the purple and yellow sides. Okay. Slide it down on the orange until it matches the front, and then it's going to land here. So I offset the orange again. So these three are going to move, and this one will land there. Up, up, down, down, and reset the gray. Okay. This one, that's not a double. Okay, look. Here's a red and green. It's above the red and green. Line it up. Wants to land down here. This one wants to come up too, so up, up, down, down. Formula B. Reset. And reset the gray. Okay, here's a blue and yellow. It wants to go over here. I'm going to offset the pink and use Formula B to set it to the gray side, to the back. Resetting the pink with that last same move. And here's my yellow and blue. Bring it above, rotate the gray to bring it above the yellow and blue. Bring it down to match the front. It's going to land here, so we offset it. Up, up, down, down, and then reset, and reset. Okay. Getting there. Here's a red and green. I'm going to turn it around and drop this red and green forward to the gray side so I can work with it. Okay, gray on top again. Bring it above the red and the green. Okay. Offset it so that it matches, and then place it up, up, down, down, and then reset. And reset the gray. So one side is done. Looking for some other pieces. All right. Looking for the. I spend so much time looking. Okay, here's a yellow and purple. Okay, it wants to go over here. So I will bring it to the gray side, up, and then move it from there. Okay, so purple and yellow, above the purple and yellow. Slide it down to match the front, and then it places here. Slide. So first column is where it's going to land, second column is where it begins, and then reset. Okay, so that's another side done. Looking for a double bold color. Here's a red and blue. Okay, it wants to go all the way over here. No, it wants to go over here. Alright, I'm going to set it down, set it to the side. Okay, and then it wants to land here. Play it where it lies. For the cube, it's just find a piece that's wrong, throw it in this direction. When you're going layer by layer, it's look for the piece that you need. I don't like spending time looking for the pieces that I need because I never do it on my cube. So purple and green. Here's our blue and yellow. Drop it towards the gray side. Okay. And then bring it above the blue and yellow. Slide it down to match the front. And place it 3 pieces at a time. 1, up, up, down, down. Reset. Reset. Okay. So yellow side, so 1 side's done, 2 sides done, 3 sides done, 4 sides done. All we're looking now is one more piece, and it's this one right here. So I'm going to bring it to the side. Rather than moving it to the top and down, I can just move it over where it wants to be and then place it. These three, this is the first column, this is the second column. And everything's done. Yay! Okay, white's done, white sides are done. Okay. Oh, when I reset my star tips, my corners messed up. My meridian corner, my corners messed up, so I'm going to redo the corners now. So here's one on top that, let's see. Okay, this one wants to come here. These 3 corners will move with formula B. Top row, first column, second column. I pretend these are one face. So slide up, slide up, slide down, and whoopsie, there it is where it wants to be and rotated correctly. So I need a red one now. Red one is somewhere. Alright, red's over here. So the blue one wants to come here. I'm going to move it above where it wants to be, offset the grade and move it above where it wants to be. These 3 corners will move. Slide up, slide up, slide down, and then reset the top. And this is where it wants to be, but it wants to twist. And so let me bring this red down first. So I put the red on top. So bring the red above where it wants to be. Formula B to bring it down. Okay, and it's correct. It's twisted correctly, so that one's fine. But this one still needs to twist, and oh, the yellow one needs to come down. So let's do that one. So up, up, down, down. Good morning. If you've just joined me, I am Sunshine, and I'm working with my minxes today. But I'm happy to pause and answer any questions, demonstrate any part of the ABCube method. And so just ask me questions and I will be happy to answer them. Alright, so this purple wants to come down. I'm moving the formula B for the corners. Everything is done. Everything can be done with the ABCube method with just formula A, which is 4 moves, formula B, which is 8 moves. So this corner is correct, this is correct but needs to twist, this is correct but needs to twist, this is correct but needs to twist, lots of them need to twist. Okay, so these 2 are on the same face, they're both on the green face. I'm going to start by twisting this one, and then I'm going to finish off the 6 set with this set. Because formula A done in sets of 6 does not mess up anything except for the top layer that you've intentionally changed. So bottom row, right column. So out, down, in, up, out, down, that's 2, and that's the way it wants to place. I'm going to finish with, finish with this one. Okay. There's 3. There's 4. Okay, this one is the way it wants to be. So I have to find another one that's not, that I can finish my 6 set on. So I'll twist this one. 5. 6. Okay, and then reset. Let's reset that. Okay, so this is correct, this is correct, this is correct, 3, this is correct, this is the purple one needs to twist as well. So I'll twist a bottom row right column, I'll twist this, and then I'll finish with this other piece. So out, down, in, up 1, out, down, in, up 2, that one's the way I want it, so I'll move it out of the way. Keep going with my 6 set. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, and everything is back. And then reset. So corner, 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 corner. Okay, so all the meridian corners are placed. Now I just have to replace the top corners. All right, so this one wants to go there. This one's where it wants to be. I'm going to turn some of the grays to the top so I can see better where things are placed. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, and then reset. Okay, so this one's correctly placed. This one's where it wants to be. This one's where it wants to be. These 3 want to move. If one wants to move, 3 wants to move. Then this one, they want to move counterclockwise instead of clockwise. So I will do Formula B twice. Slide up, slide up, slide down, and again slide up, slide down, slide down. And that moved these 3 pieces. And this one, they're all correctly placed. None of them need to be twisted. So yay, we're done with that step. Okay, so white's done, white edges are done, the centers and corners are done. So I'm working on the equator now. And so I'm looking for, okay, so now I'm looking for single bold edges. I've got single bold edges which have a bold and a pastel, and I've got gray edges which have a pastel and a gold and a gray. So I find a piece that has a bold color on the front, not the top, and I line it up above where it wants to be. It's going to land here, so I offset the yellow so that it can land. This is going to land in between these two pieces. So the lemon yellow and the green is going to land between the lemon yellow and the green corners and center pieces. I'm going to offset the other piece.